Hi guys, so as you can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about my recent Deva cut. So this is it, this is the shape. I'm also going to insert a picture like here in this area. This is kind of old, this is 2 days after the cut. So let me back up the camera just a little. And so it's not too different from what my hair looked like before. I think the biggest difference is the shape. He did take I don't want to say a lot off. He took off 2 inches because I measured, because I'm all about my length, but you know, it'll come back. Before the cut, it was a little past my armpit, and now it's like right by my collarbone. See, that's a good amount of length, but I guess it was worth it because my hair was just, it wasn't the front, like looking directly at somebody, they're not going to think, oh, her hair looks like crooked or lopsided. But then when you turned around, it came into this weird V, and I had like 3 curls that were just extremely longer than the rest. And at first I was a little upset about the length and how much he took off, but then I realized it's gonna grow back, and now I have a really good shape. I did not get as much footage as I thought I would. I thought I would be like recording the entire time and have a lot to show you guys, but I actually didn't. I only got a little bit, so I'm gonna be inserting a lot of pictures in this video, more than video footage, like actual video footage. But I'm gonna start off like how it worked. So I made my appointment a long time ago. I made my appointment 4 months in advance. And this is because Shy gets really booked up super quickly. He told me at my appointment when I just went that I need to make an appointment now if I want to see him anytime soon. So I was hesitant because I don't know what I want to do with my hair next. I know that I don't want to get it trimmed or cut again for a really long time, like until I feel like I need to. So I held off on the appointment for right now, but I think I'm going to get highlights. So I think I'm going to go on a call back really soon. But like I said, I made my appointment 4 months in advance, and they tell you when you make your appointment, and they'll call you to reassure that you come with your hair directed as they want. So they want you to come in with a fresh wash and go. They want your hair in its most natural state. They don't want you to use products with shea butter, coconut oil. There's a couple other things, but I think his biggest thing was shea butter, because he said do not use shea moisture. And I'm not like, I love shea moisture, but it's not like all my products are shea moisture, so it wasn't that big of a deal. I was like, oh, I could use Carol's Daughter, I could use my Elite, I forgot how you say it, but like something naturals, my Camille Rose. Like I have so many other products. And then I realized, I was like, well, I might as well just use my Deva Curl products because I'm getting a Deva cut. So that is what I did, but I actually did use my Kinky Curly leave-in as a leave-in, and he said no, like don't do that. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have a lot of products, and he basically told me that like they're all bad for my hair, so I don't know, I guess I'll figure that out. Trial and error, I don't know. But I came in and my hair was still a little damp, so they did throw me under the hooded dryer. They're like big, huge hooded dryers, for about 15 minutes, and then my hair was completely dry and I had a little extra time, so I just went to my car and grabbed like a bagel, and I sat in there for like a good 30 minutes, and I was really nervous because I did not know how this was gonna work, and I just wanted like a really good cut, and I did not want to lose length like at all. I knew it wasn't going to be possible, but I just really wanted it to look really good, but still like be the same length, and it just wasn't going to happen. So finally I go inside, it's my appointment time. Shy comes, he introduces himself to me, and he was just the sweetest person in the world. Like he was just the sweetest could be, just as I thought. All the video reviews, all the reviews, everything that I've seen about him has just been positive. I've never seen anything bad about him personally. The salon was even sweet. Everyone in the salon greeted me, said hi, said do you want water, what can we do to make, like it was just so sweet. So he took me to his his station. We sat down and he said, what do you want to do? I said, I don't want to lose length, but I have like this tail in the back and I need it cut off. So he was like, okay, that's like exactly what we're gonna do. And they cut your hair dry first. So he took it curl by curl, like individually cutting it, talking me through it, making sure I'm comfortable. He ended up cutting my friend Morgan's hair a couple of months back, so we were talking about her, and he was just as sweet as could be. And I loved it so much. And then his assistant Janae, she took me after the cut was done, and took me to wash my hair. So this process was even more relaxing because I don't know when's the last time I had somebody wash my hair. Actually, yes, I do, a month ago, but this was just better because, you know, they're really trying to give you a good scalp massage. So she washed my hair with the Inner Sense line instead of the Deva curl line because Shai was saying that I had product buildup from the kinky curly, so he wanted to make sure that was all out. So they introduced me to the Inner Sense line, which I will be purchasing eventually, just not right now because it is on the pricier side. It's not amazing. I've never heard of this line, but Shai confirmed that it was 100% natural, 100% organic. It's like a wife and a husband business. I looked them up and they seem super sweet. I actually DM'd them on Instagram because I do have one of their products in like my whole product stash, and I wanted to make sure that it was from them and like I wasn't crazy, and they said yep. So they were super sweet too. So back to Janae, she was washing my hair with the Inner Sense line and she was telling me that that's the shampoo and conditioner that she uses, and her hair is just gorgeous, guys. Like if you go to Shai's Instagram, I'm sure he has pictures of her, like, because that's his assistant. Like her hair is gorgeously like big and flawless and pretty. So I was like, girl, if you use it, like I need to use it. Like, so she was just walking me through it and she was finger detangling with the conditioner. She told me to start from the scalp and like really massage the shampoo into my scalp because the rest of the shampoo, it's gonna rinse down through the hair. You don't have to scrub your hair to get it clean because it's just gonna break off and you're just gonna put extra tension on it than it needs to be. So she was teaching me things that like I did not know. I did not know that's how you should shampoo your hair. I've honestly been like shampooing the scalp and then making sure like I rake it through the bottom, making sure each strand of hair gets clean. But now that I know how to do that, that's gonna save me a lot of time on wash days. She also finger detangled my hair, which I already do. Sometimes I use a wide tooth comb, but ever since I dyed my hair, I've been finger detangling more and more because I've had a lot of shedded hair from the color damage. So I really wasn't surprised about the finger detangling, but it was nice to have somebody else do it for a change. So after she shampooed and conditioned, she was going to put the Deva Curl super cream, the coconut super cream. So the way she did this was to make sure my curls don't clump together. She would separate the curls and then she would put water on them, and then she would make sure the ends of the curls aren't clumped together. She would lightly like finger detangle them, making sure they were individually separated. Then she would put more water on them, then she would put my styler, and this made my curls very, very defined, super defined at the end of everything. So basically she was putting product curl by curl, and this was that like is what caused my curl definition more than anything, because I already have really good curl definition. You know, before I went in there, I didn't have like a ton of heat damage. I just didn't apply product like that, like at all. I never apply product curl by curl. So after that, I sat under the dryer again for a good like 30 minutes. They offered me a magazine, tea, water, everything, and I told them no, I was okay. So I just sat on my phone, and when I was done, she took me back to Shai's station, and he was already helping another customer out, so I didn't get to talk to him as much as I wanted to at the end. But he did come back and he did fluff my hair out for me, which was great. I feel like, me personally, I love the cut. I love the cut so much, but when he cut the hair dry and the way my hair looked before he washed it, or before Janae washed it, I loved so much more than after the wash. And I think that's because I like bigger hair, and when he washed it, it obviously made my curls very, very defined. So it wasn't like the cut was bad, it was just the definition of my curls. Me personally don't like that, but that was just me being picky, and my mom was like, you're being stupid. And I was like, I know, but it's just bigger hair, and like right now it's like huge, but you know, my bangs are tucked away. So after that, he like fluffed it out and it looked really, really good. I'm gonna insert pictures like I said. And so after that, we said our goodbyes. Overall, my Deva cut experience with Shy at Capella Salon was amazing. I loved it so much. I would recommend it to every curly girl that I come across. And like people who don't have curly hair, they have stylists for everything. I'm sure all their stylists are just as nice as Shy. I will be going back. I know for a fact I'll be going back. I just don't know when. I hope you guys don't hear my mom. She's loud. But either way, I loved it so very much. And Shy, if you're watching this, I would love to say thank you again. And I can't say anything bad about it at all. Like, I just loved it so much. So that's all I have for you guys today. Make sure you stay tuned because I have some really fun videos coming out. Everything about hair and makeup. Like, it's not just gonna be curly hair. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and recommend me videos that you guys want to see. If you want to see anything that is not on my page, or if you think that like I wouldn't do it, write it down in the comments, okay guys?